Hello, this is Cole Lowe here, and this is a video that will be teaching all about the use of a functional behavior analysis and what can be measured when given a situation and how to use an FBA in a classroom to discern the behaviors, consequences, and antecedents of a situation. And after having it recorded, what are the likelihood that this will happen again, or will decrease, and what can be changed in the future when trying to shape the behavior. So the given situation is that Louise is sitting in class. She's getting bored of listening to the same lesson about letters, and she's very sensitive hearing. The room has been getting louder and louder, and her ears hurt. All of a sudden, she starts to scream bloody murder. The teacher then walks over to her, takes her out of the room, comforts her outside, and gives her ice cream to make her feel better. Analyze the situation in a functional behavior analysis and what are the likely events to follow because of this situation. So, the first thing to do when creating a functional behavior analysis is to make sure you have measurable, observable behaviors. Make sure it's nothing that's mentalistic, like she is angry, she looks mad. No, it's something that's observable and can be seen. So in this case, the behavior would be the screaming. It's observable, it's measurable, it can be seen. So the behavior would be Louise, use the name, Louise screamed in class in a loud voice. And the consequence was that that comes after the behavior. The first thing to do is behavior. Second thing to do is the consequence, which comes after the behavior. So the consequence was that she was taken out of the room. She was given individual attention by the teacher and given a predetermined saliency, which was the ice cream. And lastly, you do the antecedents. And the antecedents are what has come before the behavior and possibly triggered the behavior. So the behavior was the screaming, and so before that came Louise was bored in class. Second was that her ears hurt due to the loud room. So, now that we have the whole situation laid out in an FBA, we can discern that the behavior is likely caused by two things. It could be that the behavior had happened before and it was something that she had found reinforcing was the attention given to her by the teacher. Then it might be an attention-seeking behavior because of how the teacher responded to the behavior, which was that she was taken out of the room, given special attention, individual attention, and given a treat. But in the grand scope of things, it's probably an escape behavior because of the loud room and the boredom. But it was reinforced also by the attention. So in the future, what the teacher could do to improve the situation and shape the behavior and make the screaming go away would be to, instead of taking her out of the room, calm the rest of the room down, make sure there's less noise, and do not take the child out of the room and see if perhaps engage the child, put her in something that is a more enjoyable activity, something that reinforces her in that way. So, and if the behavior does decrease, which is the screaming, and it goes away and doesn't happen again, then that's likely the best. The function of the behavior was the escape, and with the correct reinforcements, it will go away. So it's beneficial in the classroom, evidence-based, and very important to use in your classroom. I hope you found it useful and helpful, and thank you for listening.